Hi, I felt led to share today and express some feelings. Over the years, looking back at my journey as an empath, light worker, intuitive, whatever you'd like to call me, from little up, I vaguely remember, yet I do remember, being the peacemaker, being the one that would say, I'm sorry, even if I didn't do anything. You know, parents do the best they can with what they're given, everything based on how they were raised, what time period they were born in, personality, past life, whether they were abused, what trauma they experienced. And in a time period where they were going through the Great Depression, World War I and II, etc., it really was a place of how are we going to survive? How are we going to survive and then get ahead? As an empath, since I was a little boy, I wanted to make sure everyone was okay around me. I didn't fully understand why I could feel what people were feeling in my family or people around me. But I became a people pleaser within it, and I just wanted peace. And I wanted to help, even if there was so much chaos, anger, drama around me. I would say, I'm sorry all the time for things that I didn't even do. And even if I did do something, it usually wasn't that big of a deal anyway. Just a kid being a kid. I started to build layers of protection around me energetically. Thus, I dimmed my light to protect myself. Then, as I became older and tried to fit in school with my peers, over time I then created a persona of if I'm just funny, if I'm just the cool guy, the popular guy, then I'll be safe, then I'll be okay. The people pleasing just continued to extend and to manifest in greater ways, and then it led into how I pursued my life path for work, for success, for making money, wanting to show the world, hey, I've got everything, look at me, I'm somebody. Yet the entire time I kept being in survival mode because the true energy and source of who I am was not reflecting, it was not shining, it was not showing. When I had the aha moment, then the work really began. That's the scary part, really. I mean, I think it's scary to stay in a facade, to stay in something that you're not, to be trapped, right? That's scary. But we can create safety within that. If we're not supported at home or in our romantic relationship, our parents, our friend circles, and obviously society, then we begin to not only shrink ourselves, again, dim our light, but we create patterns of, if I just can survive this. And then we can be stuck in situations where if we try to get out of it, we're threatened, literally threatened, mocked, bullied. But I'm telling you, if you're stuck right now, how I used to be stuck, it's the baby steps. You hear it all the time, step by step, moment by moment. You just keep walking forward. Even if it's an internal walking forward. No one can take away who you are internally. Nobody. No one knows exactly what you're thinking. No one can feel what you feel in your heart. So regardless of what you feel you're stuck in or what's going on around you, you've always have you, your internal light, energy source, spirit, soul of who you are, where you came from, where we all came from. Beliefs are different, depending again how we're raised, what we resonate with, what we're drawn to. Some people believe in something, some people don't. My truth is, I do come from a great power, a great source, a universal power. Some may call it God, some may call it universe. I like source because in my mind, just like this painting again, I see this ball of golden light. Okay, source, creation. And within my energy field in the physical body, when I came into this world again as Eugene, there was a divine spark within me. That spark is from the source. We're all one within the source, we're divine spark. We then get to experience thriving once we wake up to that. Because then we realize that all of our source comes from where we came from. If we reunite it, reconnect it, that's where it comes from, folks. I'm telling you. Now, we're human. We're living in a crazy society. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of hate. Which side are we drawn to? Which part of that energy do we give to? If you're struggling, know that you always have options. You can always walk away. You can always begin again. You are not trapped. You're only trapped within yourself if you allow yourself to be. Once you break free from that, people will no longer be able to control you the same way. Energetically, it will shift. Trust me. If you're in a dangerous situation, you got to get out. Protect yourself first. Have your ducks in a row, as they say. But you got to release yourself from that because you will loop and stay in that. From my past experience, my truth is you will continue to loop in the energy. You know that Groundhog Day concept? I wake up, it's the same day over and over. I'm trapped. We have to untrap ourselves. Not an easy thing, but being here is not supposed to be easy. The truth that I have for myself is we can have the joy, we can have the fun, we can have the pleasure, all the human experience on all senses. We can love each other, celebrate each other, express our gifts and talents, be successful, create something new. But at the end of the day, it always goes back to the source of who we are, that connection. That's why the breathing is important, the inner work is important, meditation is important. Meditation can be walking outside, it can be dancing, it can be doing yoga, it can be sitting quiet. There's not just one way. I can't just sit there all day and be quiet. My meditation is my twirling and my movement and being in nature. Those are just some steps that took me to my next stage. Not better than, just my next place. Right? I wish you love today. I send you love. If you're struggling, know you're not alone. You have the tools. Trust yourself, love yourself, respect yourself, honor yourself. Have a beautiful week, and I send you so much love. Until next time.